Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 5. His voice reached the soul and stayed there. A fan once wrote about John Edwards. A simple truth that defines the man and his music. John Edwards, lead vocalist of the Spinners and longtime soul singer, passed away at the age of 80. He died peacefully after years of quiet retirement following a stroke in the early 2000s. Born in St. Louis and raised by music, John's journey began while serving overseas in the Army. It was there his gift started to shine. Back in the States, he carved out a solo career with hits like Careful Man, his rich voice already capturing hearts. But his defining moment came in 1977, when he became lead singer of the Spinners. He stepped up during a time of change, helping the group find a fresh rhythm and renewed success. His vocals lifted hits like Working My Way Back to You and Cupid into the charts and into soul history. John brought warmth, strength, and unmistakable emotion to every performance. His presence helped the Spinners remain one of America's favorite soul groups for decades. Fellow musicians admired not just his talent, but his quiet humility and dedication to the craft. Behind the spotlight, he was kind, grounded, and deeply loved by those he worked with. A soft-spoken man with a powerful voice, one who could fill a room with feeling and never raise his tone. The Spinners released a brief message after his passing, saying, "We will have much more on this soon." Their grief is shared by fans around the world who grew up dancing, dreaming, and healing to John's music. Though he stepped away from the stage years ago, his songs continue to resonate. He left behind not just records, but memories, moments where his voice met the moment and made it magical. John Edwards is survived by close family and a world of listeners who won't forget the voice that brought so much soul into the world. Tributes to John Edwards. Number 4. She gave Germany reconciliation despite the horrors she went through here in her life. The country cannot be grateful enough for her gift. These words from Germany's president reflect the heart of Margot Friedländer's extraordinary journey, from unimaginable loss to unwavering hope. At 103, Margot passed away peacefully in Berlin. Her passing marks the end of a voice that spent decades telling a story the world must never forget. Margot's life was shaped by resilience. As a teenager in Nazi Germany, she watched her world collapse. Her mother and brother were taken by the Gestapo. Forced into hiding, she was later captured and sent to Theresienstadt. She survived. That survival became her mission, to speak for those who could not. After the war, she reunited with Adolf Friedländer, a fellow survivor from Berlin. They married and moved to the United States. For over 50 years, Margot lived quietly, working as a tailor. But after Adolf's passing, she returned to Berlin. She was in her late 80s. What followed was a new chapter, one filled with classrooms, auditoriums, and open hearts. Margot shared her story with students, reminding each one that hate can be fought with truth and courage. Her memoir, Try to Make Your Life, touched thousands. It earned major awards, including the prestigious Einhard Prize. A national and international figure, she received Germany's highest honors. She became an honorary citizen of Berlin. Her voice echoed in schools, films, museums, always steadfast, always close to the past, but reaching for a better future. In her words, "What I do gives me my strength, because I speak for those who can no longer speak." In 2023, she founded the Margot Friedländer Foundation. Even at over 100 years old, her mission never slowed. Educate, remember, stand against hate. Margot's life reminds us how powerful one story can be, how healing begins when we listen. Her courage was not loud, but constant. Her message was simple: never forget, and never stop believing in one another. She leaves behind no immediate family, but countless young people now carry her lessons forward. Margot Friedländer gave her life to memory, peace, and justice. Tributes to Margot Friedländer. Number 3. She always tried to get back on her feet, again and again. These words, spoken by her longtime friend Andreas Ellerman, capture the enduring spirit of Nadja Abd el Farrag, known to so many as Nadel. Her life was one of highs, lows, and the courage to keep going. Born in Hamburg to a German mother and Sudanese father, Nadja grew up in Altona and trained as a pharmacist's assistant before fate led her into the spotlight. Meeting producer Dieter Bohlen in 1989 changed everything. What began as a romance soon became a launchpad into show business, starting with her time as a background singer for the pop group Blue System. From those early stages, Nadja carved her own path. She became a familiar face on German television, hosting the late-night show Peep, and appearing on popular reality programs like Ich bin ein Star, Holt mich hier raus, and Big Brother Germany. Viewers were drawn to her openness, sense of humor, and unmistakable voice. But Nadja wasn't just a TV personality. She wrote 2 autobiographies where she spoke honestly about fame, heartbreak, and her personal battles. Her 2002 cookbook and work as a DJ showed her creative range. Collaborations with musicians and constant reinventions proved she was never one to be boxed in. Her life wasn't without struggle. Nadja faced financial hardship, health scares, and public scrutiny. Yet she was never afraid to speak openly about her challenges, including her fight against liver disease and attempts to recover from debt. In doing so, she became a voice for others going through silent battles. At 60 years old, Nadja passed away in Hamburg from organ failure. Her departure leaves a space not just in entertainment, but in the hearts of those who admired her honesty and resolve. She always wanted peace, Ellerman reflected. I hope she finds it now. Nadja is survived by her mother, Jutta, and sister, Tamara, who continue to carry her memory forward. Through laughter, song, headlines, and heartbreaks, Nadja Abd el Farrag remained true to herself. Her legacy will live on in Germany's pop culture and the lives she touched. Tributes to Nadja Abd el Farrag. Number 2, she remained true to herself and her audience. These words, spoken by dance historian Joel Lobenthal, capture the essence of Alla Osipenko, a dancer whose elegance was matched only by her courage. Alla Osipenko, one of the most iconic classical ballerinas of the 20th century, passed away peacefully at the age of 92. She leaves behind an extraordinary legacy shaped by beauty, strength, and unwavering integrity. Her story began in Leningrad, where her talent quickly set her apart. Trained by Agrippina Vaganova, she rose to prominence with the Kirov Ballet and became its prima ballerina by the mid-1950s. Her performances in Swan Lake, La Bayadere, The Sleeping Beauty, and Legend of Love mesmerized audiences around the world. Whether dancing Odette or the Lilac Fairy, Osipenko brought poetic emotion and breathtaking precision to every role. But her greatest performance may have been her life itself. In 1961, during a Paris tour, her dance partner Rudolf Nureyev defected to the West on her birthday. That moment marked a turning point. Though she stayed, questions surrounded her. She never joined the Communist Party, and in an era of pressure and conformity, her independence set her apart. Osipenko didn't just move across stages, she moved through eras, adapting and leading. After departing from the Kirov, she embraced work with avant-garde choreographers, expanded ballet's boundaries, and later taught at the Vaganova Academy. Many of today's dancers trace their lineage back to her watchful guidance and bold choices. She was known not just for her beauty on stage but her fire off stage. Brilliant, direct, often blunt, always true. Her courage inspired those around her. Her artistry helped shape what Russian ballet would become after her. She died of natural causes, surrounded by the quiet admiration of those who had followed her journey. Friends, students, and admirers across the world continue to share memories, images, and performances that defined her long, passionate life. In every pirouette and every plie performed by those she once taught, Alla Osipenko lives on. Tributes to Alla Osipenko. News 1. Ashley Judd has recently opened up about the heartbreaking final moments she shared with her mother, country music legend Naomi Judd, who passed away in April 2022 at the age of 76. In a new documentary called The Judd Family Truth Be Told, which aired this past weekend on Lifetime, Ashley revealed deeply personal details about her mother's final day. The 57-year-old actress shared that she received a text from her mother that simply read, "PL's help," on that difficult morning. When Ashley arrived at her mother's Tennessee home, she found Naomi visibly distressed, pacing around the kitchen and expressing that she didn't want to be here anymore. After a conversation where Naomi eventually calmed down, she went upstairs, where Ashley later discovered her mother had harmed herself. In what must have been an incredibly difficult moment, Ashley stayed with her mother for about half an hour, holding her hand and offering comfort. "The first thing I said to her was, 'It's okay. It's okay. I've seen how much you've been suffering,'" Ashley recalled. "I talked to her and told her how much I loved her." Ashley's profound compassion during those final moments shows the deep bond between mother and daughter. Her decision to share this personal story in the documentary may help others understand the complexities of mental health struggles and the importance of supporting loved ones through difficult times. Naomi Judd's legacy as half of the Grammy-winning duo The Judds continues to inspire fans, while her family's willingness to speak openly about their experiences offers comfort to others facing similar challenges. News 2. What a reminder of just how much joy one little voice can bring to millions. Preston Ordone, lovingly known as OK Baby, touched the hearts of people across America with his cheerful spirit and adorable online antics. Just 2 years old, Preston became a viral sensation on TikTok for his irresistible habit of saying okay to his mom, Caitlin, then diving into mud puddles or embarking on playful adventures that always made folks smile. Preston's journey was tragically cut short following a car accident in Louisiana on April 24th. His parents, Caitlin and Jalen, and the entire Ordone family have been surrounded by a wave of love and support from both their community and countless fans who cherished Preston's sunny outlook and sweet personality. Even in his short time, Preston reminded us all to find happiness in the little things and to share laughter and love with those around us. His legacy lives on through the countless lives he brightened, including those who never met him in person, but felt a true connection through his joyful moments online. And while Preston's time may have been far too brief, the happiness and warmth he spread will be treasured forever. As the Ordone family continues to honor their precious boy, let's remember to celebrate each day with a little more kindness, a little more play, and a lot more love, just the way Preston would have wanted. News 3. If you've spent time online following uplifting family stories, you may know Lindsay Dwey, a devoted mom and influencer from Idaho, celebrated for her heartfelt posts about motherhood and home life. Today, we gently reflect on Lindsay's journey through profound loss and the inspiring way she honors her son's memory. Earlier this year, Lindsay and her husband Eric faced an unimaginable tragedy when their 22-month-old son, Reed, passed away in an accident at home involving an unsecured mirror. Lindsay has shared her grief openly with her community, reaching out to other parents who might also be navigating similar heartbreak. This Mother's Day was Lindsay's first without her beloved Reed, and although the day was filled with mixed emotions, she expressed gratitude for her remaining children and the joy they bring, even on the hardest days. Lindsay credits Reed as a hero, sharing that his passing helped other families through organ donation, turning her sorrow into hope for others. Touched by their story, a local clothing brand even launched a special Remembering Reed collection, donating all proceeds to the Dwey family and keeping Reed's joyful spirit alive in the hearts of many. Lindsay's courage, faith, and openness are inspiring thousands of families, reminding us all that even in the darkest times, love and community can help us heal. Reed will always be remembered as a little hero, and Lindsay's journey is a testament to the strength and resilience of mothers everywhere. News 4. Newark, New Jersey has lost one of its most influential leaders. Sharp James, the city's longest-serving mayor who held office for a remarkable 20 years, has passed away at age 89. Known for his bold personality and fierce advocacy for Newark, Mayor James served 5 consecutive terms from 1986 to 2006, earning him a place in the city's history books. During his tenure, he branded Newark as the Renaissance City and was instrumental in bringing major developments like the New Jersey Performing Arts Center and the Prudential Center to the city. Current Newark Mayor Ras Baraka reflected on James's impact, saying, "In his 20 years in office as mayor, Sharp James was many things: a warrior for our city, a unifier for its people, a powerful force to launch development, and a strong advocate for Newark and its people." Born in Jacksonville, Florida in 1936, James moved to Newark with his family in 1940. Before entering politics, he worked as a physical education teacher and athletic director at Essex County College. His political career spanned nearly 4 decades, including time as a state senator. Senator Cory Booker, who famously ran against James in 2002 in a heated mayoral race documented in the film Street Fight, expressed his condolences, describing James as a beloved pillar of our shared community. While his later career was complicated by a federal corruption conviction that resulted in 27 months in prison, James's legacy as a passionate champion for Newark remains significant. The vibrant city we see today was shaped in many ways by his vision and determination, and his impact will continue to be felt by generations of Newark residents who will remember him as their city's biggest cheerleader. News 5. The Swift Current community and millions of social media followers are mourning the loss of 10-year-old Bella Thompson, known to the world as Bella Brave, who passed away peacefully on Sunday, July 14, 2024, while being treated at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto. Born with several rare health conditions including Hirschsprung's disease, dwarfism, and severe combined immunodeficiency, Bella captured hearts across the globe with her remarkable spirit and infectious personality. Her journey began as simple health updates for family and friends, but grew into a social media phenomenon with over 7 million followers on TikTok. Bella's mother, Kyla Thompson, shared the heartbreaking news in an emotional post, writing that Bella passed peacefully in our arms and asking everyone to keep her name on your lips, her memories alive, and her bravery in your hearts. What made Bella truly special wasn't just her medical journey, but the joy and light she brought to others. Her parents shared videos of her singing, dancing, and simply being a child alongside her brother Waylon, showing the world her personality beyond her health challenges. Her inspiring presence reached far beyond Saskatchewan, touching celebrities like Ryan Reynolds, Lizzo, and Halsey, who even sent Bella a special care package. Hockey legend Hayley Wickenheiser also reached out to show support. Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe honored Bella's memory, stating that her impact will always be remembered. The Jim Pattison Children's Hospital Foundation, where Bella served as an ambassador, praised how she defined the word brave and how she encouraged others at difficult times. Though her time was short, Bella's legacy of courage, joy, and resilience continues to inspire millions worldwide, reminding us all of the extraordinary impact one brave little girl can have on countless lives. News 6. In January 2025, a Florida TikToker named Noah Galla was sentenced to 12 years and 180 days in prison for a tragic incident that occurred in 2022. At just 17 years old, Galla was driving his BMW M5 at an astonishing 151 miles per hour when he crashed into an SUV carrying 6 farm workers who were heading home from Perro Family Farms in Palm Beach County. The collision claimed the lives of all 6 individuals: Merlane Julcius, 45, Philaine Dieu, 46, Venice Persina, 29, Remise Michel, 53, Marie-Louis, 61, and Michel Sant, 77. This devastating accident has deeply affected the families of those lost and the entire farming community. Prior to the fatal crash, investigators discovered that Galla had a history of recording himself driving at dangerous speeds, sometimes reaching 182 mph, and posting these videos to social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok. In some posts, he would offer $25 to followers who could correctly guess his speed. Rather than facing trial where he could have received between 55 to 90 years in prison, the now 20-year-old son of a Wellington attorney accepted a plea deal. In addition to his prison term, Galla will serve 7 years of probation, have his driver's license revoked for 3 years, complete 800 hours of community service, attend a victim impact panel, and take a 12-hour driving course. This heartbreaking story reminds us all about the importance of safe driving and the devastating consequences that can result from reckless behavior behind the wheel. Our thoughts remain with the families of the farm workers whose lives were cut short by this preventable tragedy. News 7. It's a somber day in Anaheim Hills, as neighbors and loved ones are mourning the loss of a husband and wife found inside their home in one of Southern California's most exclusive neighborhoods. Authorities responded to the house Thursday evening and made the heartbreaking discovery. While details remain under investigation, officials have noted that a firearm was recovered at the scene. We want to take a gentle moment to remember that every life carries a story and a history that means so much to those left behind. In times like these, communities often come together in support, sharing memories and offering comfort to one another. While the circumstances are difficult, let's hold on to the importance of kindness, connection, and looking out for our neighbors. May the couple be remembered for the love and light they brought to their family and friends, and may their loved ones find healing in the days ahead. Number 1. A leader on the court, an example off of it. These words, once spoken of Dragan Labovich by a former teammate, now echo with deep meaning. Dragan's life was one of perseverance, talent, and purpose. He rose from the small town of Prokuplje to become one of Serbia's most respected basketball figures. From his early days with KK Zdravlje to making his mark with FMP Belgrade, Dragan's journey inspired many young players who saw in him not just skill, but dedication. Throughout nearly 2 decades across Europe, he played for clubs in Greece, Germany, Russia, North Macedonia, and Finland. Everywhere he went, he left behind memories of sharp passes, strong leadership, and passionate play. He reached a career high in the 2008-09 Adriatic League, finishing as its top scorer with 18 points per game, but his impact ran far deeper than stats. As a youth player, he helped Serbia win 4 gold medals and earned MVP honors at the FIBA Europe Under-18 Championship. At Eurobasket, he proudly wore his nation's colors. Dragan wasn't only admired for what he achieved, but how he carried himself. His strength on the floor was matched by kindness off it. Coaches praised his work ethic. Teammates appreciated his mentorship. Fans remember his fire and heart. At just 38, Dragan Labovich passed away suddenly from a heart attack. The outpouring of sorrow from Serbia and beyond speaks volumes. Eurohoops.net captured the feeling best. The sudden death of Dragan Labovich saddened Serbian and European basketball. His legacy is more than championships and medals. It's in the young players he mentored, the communities he supported, and the lasting pride he brought to his homeland. Dragan is deeply missed by his family, friends, and the fans who admired him. His influence lives on in every game played with the same heart and drive he once showed. Tributes to Dragan Labovich. Some characters you never forget, and some actors make sure of it. Denise Alexander embodied that rare mix of grace, strength, and authenticity. Her portrayal of Dr. Leslie Weber on General Hospital didn't just define a character,